What's up, everybody? This is Optic Hobby 2122. Pick your color number 3. This is the Kate Cunningham rookie here, guys. We're in a random team filler for the unsold spots. This is a really good filler for the price, guys. Good luck, everyone. Dice roll. We're going to be ace, deuce, or higher. We're going 6 times. Good luck. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th and final. Take a leap on the bottom. My brother Jay Orange is up top. Good luck on your teams, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th and final. Clippers on the bottom. And the Bucks is up top. Good luck, everyone. All right, Hawks picker, nice. Pistons for Mr. Oh, wow, Skeet. Pistons. You got Şengün and the Rockets. Lakers. Wow. Excuse me. Nice. Anderson with the Raptors and Scotty. Okay. I see you guys. I see you guys. Let's go. Oh, I'm sorry, JK. That's tough. That's tough. You know, if it makes any difference, depending on what you're selling, the cool part is at least you're kind of selling in the off season where, you know, depending on what you're selling, for the most part, once you get back on your feet, should be able to rebuy at a relatively solid price. Not saying cheap, so long as you're not selling the rare stuff. If you are selling the rare stuff, then obviously, yeah, that's a lot tough. Yeah, like that, I don't think you're going to be able to replace, to be honest with you. That's tough. Is that a rookie or? Nice. I got the gold vinyl second year prism that Hart Boone gave me. I'll never. I'll probably die with the card before I get rid of it. No offense. If I absolutely like had nothing left and I still had the card, I'd do it. Good luck, everybody. Call out the shots as we go. We're at the halfway point through the case, guys. Halfway part, yeah. JK, I get that. I get that. It's even crazier now that he's now that he is solely RB1. Yeah, now if I'm not mistaken, now please excuse my ignorance on the matter because I'm not 100% sure and I don't want to spread rumors or anything, but when the government shut down last year and TSA went unpaid, when the government came back a month later, month and a half later, or yeah, like 6 months ago. What am I talking about? Yeah, 6 months ago. When you came back, didn't they back pay everybody and give a bonus as well? Just asking. You don't have to answer that. I don't know if it was for TSA workers or if it was all types of workers, but I'm pretty sure I remember reading something like you got back paid and then no bonus. It's fucked up. I heard that they gave a certain group, essential worker group, a bonus. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember reading something like that. That is insane. I mean, for the most part, at least you get it back, right? Like even if you get the back pay, for the most part, at least you get it back in the end of the year. I'm assuming, right? If you get taxed at a higher rate, it should even out at the end, right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, but if the amount is the same, if it's just a back pay, isn't it the same? Like you get withheld more, or am I wrong? Or is there something I'm missing there? Really? Somebody confirm on that? That doesn't sound right to me, but you would know. Because if you make 100, I'm not saying you make 100,000, but if you make 100,000 a year, and you didn't get paid for 2 months, you know, call it 2 months, and you get paid 16,000 for your back pay, at the end of the year, you're still making 100,000. So even if you got taxed at a higher bracket on the withholding, when you go to do your taxes at the end of the year, shouldn't you technically get it back on your refund because you overpaid for taxes? So somebody, tax experts, let me know where I'm wrong. Somebody let me know where I'm wrong. Yeah, that sounds very weird. And that's why I don't do taxes. My W2Gs offset my W2Gs. But this year, yeah. That's why if you notice, I'm not playing as much this year. And if I am, I'm playing smaller. Because I'm trying to avoid hand pays this year. But then they take out for medical, weird rules. Companies can take out and hold back more. Interesting. That's tough, man, JK. I'm sorry to hear about that, brother. And for anybody going through it. Well, you're welcome to come hang out here anytime. Keep the vibes good, and we'll do our best to keep the attitude positive as always. I had no clue. Again, I was just trying to understand. I wasn't trying to rub it in. I wasn't trying to argue it or anything, guys. Good luck. Optic Hobby 2 box. Let's see it. Good luck, guys. I mean, honestly, you're doing the right things. You're doing the right things. Sell what you need to sell. I mean, you gotta survive another month. That's a lot of bills. Franz on the base. Refractor Dominators of Nikola Jokic. Oh, he looks pretty lean in that photo. No, yesterday was decently busy for me. I was going through everything I did on my taxes. Because I still owe about $1,500, but I feel like I'm doing something wrong on my taxes because on Schedule C, if anybody knows taxes, try to hear me out when I say this. If anybody knows taxes or auto is an Optigraph to 99 of Josh Howard for the Mavericks. Base auto goes to Card Bro Joe. Orange agreement. So Kuminga. My total amount of hand pays last year was 70,000. Oh, that's crazy. Well, thanks for keeping us safe, TSA. I didn't know that. So I was able to write off my 70K in hand pays for my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and I can claim that as my business because I am making YouTube royalties from my videos. So that's no problem. Here's the problem. On Schedule C, I didn't do an LLC. I didn't do an LLC and I didn't do a sole proprietorship. Nice Cade. Garuba. Hollow. Spurs gets the Potto. Scotty. for the base. Red of Kyrie for the Nets. But so on my schedule C anyway, Jalen Johnson, I already claimed my donations, which I donated a shit ton. I literally donated over like maybe like 8K worth of shit. I donated like my old stove, my old refrigerator, microwaves, two of my microwaves, one from when I first bought the house, obviously. I donated a couple of older TVs. Like I donated almost like 8K. I didn't write off 8K. I think I wrote off only like 3,500 of that when you try to look up some of the values. Shit ton of clothing that was apps. I could have just sold it on eBay really, but you know, I'll take the $5 here, $5 there, $3 there. But on Schedule C, for your startup costs and for your business expenses like that, you know, I probably invested maybe like $1,500 in microphones, my phone screen protector, tripods, lavaliers, the gimbal that holds your phone steady. You know, I probably invested about $1,500 into that. And you know, I wrote off some meals, 50% of some of the meals. No, not schedule. I was just saying I already did my charity portion. But when I did my Schedule C, my question was my startup costs. I think I only put like 1,500 because I didn't put more than 1,500 in a couple of microphones, lavaliers, couple of tripods, you know, my phone glass protector, you know, just something like that, something to that degree. Then I wrote off the meals at 50%, right? On Schedule C, you can write up 50%, and you know, $30 here. One time it was like $100. Nothing crazy on the meals. I think it ended my mileage reimbursement for my car because I kept a mileage log. So I put about 2,500 miles on my car, 2 casinos, things like that, around Vegas. And then one time we went to California and we filmed there, or 2 times actually. So a couple of mileage I did, right? So it said there was like $5,000 that I was able to write off, but because my startup expenses was only 1,500, something like I only could write off 1,500, but with that extra 5,000, it didn't take away from my adjusted gross income, so I still owe 1,500 in taxes. I'm a little confused on that because I thought Schedule C, whatever extra, is supposed to come off from my personal income on my W-2. If that makes sense. Sorry if I'm not saying it the correct way, guys. Not a tax expert here, and I've never done this part. I should go see somebody, but I'll do that this year. I'll do it next year for this year, 2026. Greg Brown. I literally only made like $600-700 from YouTube, 650 or something like that. Franz, nice red of Embiid. Ooh. Ah, nice. Base auto of Davion Mitchell for Carbro. Guys, the base auto spot should never sit there. Nice on card of Davion. Dayron on the hollow. Yeah, trust me, like I normally, like when I was doing hammer breaks, I let the CPA lady in Hawaii do it. But because this was fairly easy, I made $700. Yeah. I'm doing the 50% meal deduct. I didn't ever write off the 100% meal deduction because I usually do it. You know, we'll usually eat at a casino or we'll go eat out for like me and Mrs. Hammond. We're not doing anything extravagant. You know what I'm saying? I made $600. And I said startup cost was like 1,500. I think we spent about total with people, like legitly, I probably spent about $2,000 in food. That's about 20 meals in like what, 7 months of doing only hammer. I think that's reasonable in 7 months. So I mean, spent 2,000, so you can write off like 1,000, right? Something like that. I did the 50%. But I just don't know why my Schedule C isn't lowering my tax liability. Because I'm not claiming my gambling like, oh, I spent 500 and lost 500 gambling for only Hammer content. I didn't do that. Because I heard you can't do that, and I'm not going to even chance doing that. Davion. Wade. Mobley on the base. Red of Peja for the Kings on a random team. Another Cade on the base. Queta, Robinson, Earl on the hollow. There is a little bit of a dent on the right of that. Book Knight and Jokic. This first half of this case was really tough so far. Still nothing crazy out of this case, guys. Oh, nice. Yeah, the kid for the Indians, right? I'm sorry, Guardians. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Nats. Yeah, Nats. You're right. Yeah, Nationals. Yes. Sorry. You're right. 2024 Bowman, right? 2024 Bowman. Was his first. '25 Bowman draft? 24 Bowman draft, right? Shit, I'm getting my years all mixed up already. That's how weak I've been recently. Oh, second year to 25. Okay, I was thinking his first. His first was 2024. And that was the break, guys. Optic Hobby. Pick your color number 3. I'll add in number 4 right now, guys. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Thanks, everybody.